Sorry to bother you so late at night, Isabella. I know you're busy, but do you have a moment to talk?
It's pretty late. Is something wrong?
No, it's not an emergency about your father-in-law. It's just there's something I really want to ask you.
Ask me? What is it?
To be honest, would it be possible to raise my pay a little?
Huh?
You know how I've basically taken on all the caregiving in this house, right? It's a huge responsibility, and I feel like it deserves a bit more recognition.
Hold on a second, Valentina. Isn't your pay determined by the agency you work for?
That's true, but I was hoping maybe you could add a little extra, like a bonus, out of kindness. I mean, I've been doing way more than a regular caregiver, haven't I?
More than usual, you say? Have you been doing something special I don't know about?
Yeah, of course. As you know, your father-in-law isn't exactly easy to take care of. Honestly, I think any other caregiver would have quit by now. But I've stuck with it, haven't I?
I do appreciate that for sure.
Right? So, I was hoping you could acknowledge that effort and improve my compensation a little.
But isn't that something you should talk to the agency about?
Well, the thing is, going through the company is a hassle, so I figured if you handled it personally, it'd be smoother. I mean, you can afford it, right?
Whether I can afford it or not, paying extra like that isn't really possible.
Oh, come on. After everything I've done, it's kind of sad not to get anything back for it.
I'm sorry, but I just can't do that.
I see. Then at least could I get a little more freedom?
Freedom?
Like maybe I could get a few days off from taking care of your father-in-law each week. Or come in later in the mornings. Basically, if you could make a few changes to ease my workload, that'd really help.
But if you're taking time off while caring for my father-in-law, that's going to be a problem.
Oh, come on, you're home most of the time. Wouldn't hurt to do it yourself once in a while. Caregiving is supposed to be a family thing anyway, right?
That may be true, but I hired you to handle it.
Sure, but even I get exhausted working non-stop. And you're a stay-at-home wife, right? So I feel like you could be a bit more considerate towards someone like me who's out here working.
Don't you think that's kind of a strange thing to say?
Not at all. I mean, I'm working for you, aren't I? So isn't it unfair if I'm the only one dealing with all the hard stuff?
No, but you're doing this as a job, aren't you?
All right. We've got a good thing going here, so I just thought maybe you could be a little nicer to me.
Let me think about it.
Got it. I'll be looking forward to it.
My name is Isabella Lee. I'm just an ordinary housewife, but people around me call me Bella, kind of like a nickname. I was living a pretty normal, peaceful life surrounded by my husband and kids, or so I thought. But there's one more big part of my life, taking care of my father-in-law. He's elderly and needs full-time care. Of course, I can't handle everything on my own. So I've been getting help from a home caregiver. Somehow, with her help, I've managed to get through every day. Caregiving is never easy, but I was determined to do my best for my family. Still, that normal life of mine was shaken by a single message. It was another message from Valentina, the home caregiver who looks after my father-in-law.
Is now a good time to message on WhatsApp? Sorry it's so late. I feel bad for reaching out at this hour.
Oh, Valentina, what's going on this late at night? Is something urgent happening? Thanks again for taking care of my father-in-law today. I really appreciate it.
Oh no, don't mention it. Taking care of people is what we home caregivers are here for. And I've gotten completely used to your father-in-law by now. I actually enjoy chatting with him. It's really rewarding for me. Honestly, I don't even care about the pay.
That means a lot to hear. I'm sure he's gotten attached to you too, and I feel totally comfortable leaving him in your hands. But it's unusual for you to text me this late. Is something going on?
Actually, it's not about your father-in-law this time. There's something I was really hoping to ask you, which is why I reached out.
You want to ask me something? What is it? If it's something I can help with, I'd be happy to.
Really? Wow, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. So, well, actually, I've been dating William.
What? William as in my husband?
Yes. At first, it was just a professional relationship. But once I started helping out with your father-in-law, we really hit it off. And before I knew it, things got serious. We've been seeing each other for over a year now.
Over a year? It's been that long?
Yeah, I totally get that this must be a shock for you. But we've been super careful to make sure you wouldn't find out.
Wait, this is all coming at me so fast. If you were being so careful, then why are you telling me all this now?
Well, William just proposed to me.
What? A proposal?
That's right. I know it probably sounds crazy since he's still married to you, but William's serious. He said he really wants to marry me and doesn't want me to keep waiting.
Wow. So he cares about you that much, huh?
Exactly, and that's why I had this realization. I've always been all about work. I barely had any romantic relationships. But now I know it wasn't because of work, it was fate. I was meant to be with William. That's why I'd never fallen for anyone before, until now.
I see. You must really love my husband if you feel that strongly.
Of course I do. William is someone truly special to me. We're connected by true love.
True love, huh?
And William even told me this. He said, I fell for you when I saw how devoted you were caring for my dad. No one's ever treated me like I mattered this much. Even when I was praised for my work, no one ever saw me as a woman. But William did. He saw me for who I really am. That's why I'm ready to do anything for him.
That's some serious commitment. I honestly didn't expect you to be this passionate, Valentina. It's kind of surprising.
Honestly, I'm surprised too. I never imagined I could care about someone this deeply. I always thought I was the calm, logical type who didn't show emotions. But ever since I met William, I felt things I didn't think I was capable of. It's the first time I've ever felt the joy of truly loving someone and being needed in return. When I realized that, I felt like I finally discovered who I really am. That's why I truly believe meeting William was fate.
I see. Discovering a new version of yourself is really important.
Exactly. It's like I'm seeing the world through totally new eyes. And that's why, even though I feel awful asking this of you, would you be willing to let William go and give him to me?
Well, I've heard your side of the story, Valentina. But first, I need to get the facts straight. So, until I talk to my husband, I can't say anything for sure.
I understand. And of course, I totally get that you want to be cautious. But please, if I can ask one thing, just one. I really, truly love William with all my heart. So please keep that in mind when you talk things over with him.
Valentina, do you have a minute? I honestly trusted you completely, but I'm disappointed. I never thought something like this would actually happen. But it turns out everything you said was true. When I asked my husband yesterday, he didn't even try to deny it. He admitted it right away.
So now you finally believe me? We're really in love. This isn't just some affair, it's fate.
It seems that way.
William was completely serious. He said, I can't live without you, Valentina. And he also said, as long as I have you, I don't need anything else. If that's not love, I don't know what is.
He really said that?
Yes. Even I was shocked he said all that in front of you. But that just proves how real his feelings are, right?
I see. It's clear he's truly fallen for you. So I've decided I'm going to step away and let him go. There's no point in trying to hold together a marriage when the other person's already emotionally checked out. And even if I try to hold on, there's really no space left for me between the two of you anymore.
Really? So that means you'll go through with the divorce?
Yes, we're getting a divorce.
Seriously? Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Now I can finally be happy too.
Good for you. From now on, go ahead and enjoy your love without holding back.
But are you really okay with this?
What do you mean?
Your husband cheated on you with me and now you're divorcing him. Don't you feel even a little sad about it? I only asked you for a divorce yesterday, you know? And now you're just totally fine with it? Honestly, I thought you'd fight back more or try to stop us. I expected yelling, crying, some big dramatic meltdown or something. But you're just so calm, like it's not even your life. Are you really okay with it? Did you ever even love William in the first place?
If I didn't, I wouldn't have married him.
Then why are you ending things so easily? Your husband cheated on you with another woman, and the moment you found out, you just went straight for divorce. That feels way too cold and calculated. Don't you feel even a little regret or sadness?
You might not understand this yet, Valentina, but every marriage has its own story. What looks like a simple decision from the outside usually has a lot behind it. So please, don't stick your nose in things you don't fully understand.
Still, that just proves it. You never really loved William, did you?
Huh? I never said that.
You didn't have to. I can just tell. Because if you truly loved him, there's no way you could let him go this easily.
Do you want me to divorce him or not?
Of course I do. But the fact that it all happened so smoothly just makes William seem so pathetic. I couldn't help but feel sorry for him.
No, if anything, I'm the one you should be feeling sorry for.
Huh?
I'm the wife who was cheated on, betrayed by someone I trusted. Don't you think that's way more pitiful?
No, not at all. The one I should feel sorry for is William. He's been taking care of his dad, providing for the family, working so hard. He even built a beautiful house and tried to protect you all. And even after that, instead of appreciating him, you just complained, didn't you?
Well,
you were always talking down to William, nagging him, never once showing any gratitude. You didn't help with the house or the kids at all, did you? And now you're just casually saying you want a divorce? I can't believe it. William worked so hard and you just threw all of that away.
Hey, where did you hear all that from?
Isn't it obvious? William told me. He always said Isabella's so clueless, she never appreciates anything I do.
Huh, is that so?
Yes, I saw his pain up close and I wanted to help him. That's why I can't stand people like you who take him for granted.
You're free to feel however you want, Valentina. But you should really stop and take a good look at the truth.
The truth? What are you trying to say? Don't tell me you're trying to twist my words and avoid the real issue. If you think you can distract me with nonsense, it's not gonna work.
I haven't uttered a word of nonsense. I just can't help but feel sorry for you.
I'm going to marry William and start a new life. The happy future I've always dreamed of with someone who truly loves me is finally happening. So why would you say something like that? Do I look unhappy to you? I'm loved and I'm about to live proudly as his wife. How is that pitiful? Wait, are you jealous I took William from you? Is that why you're being all snarky? Just trying to shake me up?
Of course not. I'm honestly not even a little bit hung up on this divorce. In fact, the reason I decided to go through with it was because I actually wanted to support you.
What? You really felt that way about me?
Yes, you've taken such good care of my father-in-law all this time. And seeing how devoted you were, I thought if anyone can make William happy moving forward, it's probably you.
Thank you, really thank you. I promise I won't regret this. I'll be happier than anyone else, enough for both of us.
Alright, suit yourself. Anyway, I have something to do, so I'll be going now.
I have an announcement to make. Hey, Isabella? You seriously need to hear this. Listen up. Just now, William and I went to the courthouse and officially filed the divorce papers. That means you're no longer William's wife.
Oh, I see. Thanks for letting me know. That paperwork went through faster than I expected.
What's with that flat reaction? Aren't you gonna be upset or emotional or something? You're just a stranger now, you know? Are you sure it's actually sinking in yet?
It's sinking in just fine. Honestly, I'm just relieved it all wrapped up so smoothly.
What? Why are you so calm? Shouldn't you be feeling miserable right now? I'm your equal now, or actually, I'm above you, so maybe watch your tone from now on.
Excuse me? That's a pretty intense shift in attitude. What's your deal?
My deal? You don't have a role in his life anymore. I'm the one who gets to be William's wife from here on out. So I'd appreciate it if you showed a little more respect when you talk to me.
I wasn't trying to act superior, but if that's how it came off, I apologize.
Well, since you apologized, maybe I'll let it slide this time. But from now on, you're just going to keep losing everything. The life you took for granted, your relationships, everything's about to change.
What's that supposed to mean?
Because you've got nothing left, right? William's mine now, and soon your house, your kids, everything will be under my control. And I mean, what are the chances of some woman in her mid-40s finding a new partner? Pretty much zero. Good luck even landing a job. You know, this is basically game over for you. Your future's pretty much set, completely lost and alone.
Ah, so that's what you were trying to say.
Exactly, it's pathetic. By the way, you're officially his ex-wife now. As the ex, you should know your place and live quietly, don't you think? I mean, there's no way alimony is gonna cover your lifestyle. What's your plan going forward?
I'm not really struggling financially, so I'm not worried.
Oh, come on. No need to act like you've got it all together. Seriously, Isabella, you're just so cold and unlikable. That's probably why William got tired of you in the first place.
No, I'm not putting on an act. I'm truly not in any trouble.
Oh, please, stop lying to yourself. Anyway, how about you hurry up and move out of that house? Looks like you haven't even started packing. Don't tell me you actually think you're staying there.
What are you talking about? This is my house. You two are the ones who need to move out.
What? Are you serious right now? Starting today, this mansion is where William, me, and the kids are gonna live. So quit dreaming and pack your stuff now.
I think you're the one dreaming here. This house legally belongs to me. It's under my name.
Wait, what? It's not under William's name?
Why would you assume it was? I built this house with my own money before I even married William.
Wait, you built it? With your own money?
That's right. Since I work from home a lot, I wanted a space that was comfortable and well designed.
You actually have a job? You were always home, so I just assumed you were a stay-at-home wife.
How rude. Well, I wouldn't call it a typical job. It's just a real estate investing.
Wait, does that mean... Isabella, are you rich or something?
I don't know what you consider rich exactly, but I can comfortably afford to send my kids to college if that tells you anything.
Hold on, are you getting custody of the kids?
Of course I am. Do you really think someone like William, who can't even take care of himself, can raise children?
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Valentina, I don't know what William's been telling you, but he hasn't been working. He's been sitting at home this whole time, which explains why he had all that free time to cheat with you.
That can't be true. William leaves the house in the morning and sometimes doesn't come back until evening.
Oh, that? He's been spending his days at the casino.
The casino?
Yeah. He would often claim he was off to work, but he'd usually return home just in time for dinner. But really, he was just hanging around the slots and poker tables all day. Maybe in his head that was his job. But let's be real, it makes him an unemployed freeloader.
No way. So, William's been lying to me this whole time?
Looks like it. While talking to you, I kept noticing how different William's version of things was from mine. But I never imagined he had you this completely fooled. So now you finally understand that you were being lied to, right?
No way. I was supposed to start a happy new life with William. Why am I being hit with this kind of reality instead?
That's why I told you to look at the truth. But you brushed me off, said I was just jealous, and refused to listen.
Well, I just never imagined William would lie like that. I really believed he loved me.
Maybe that's what you wanted to believe. Too bad. But hey, look on the bright side. At least now you get to take full responsibility for him.
Wait, what?
You know, William used to have a decent job back in the day. But eventually, he started relying on my income. Then one day, he decided he didn't need to earn anything himself. And that's how he ended up living this casino-addicted lifestyle. I mean, there was no point staying with someone like that, so I've wanted a divorce for a long time. But if I left him, William would lose all of his income, right?
Yeah, right.
And without that, we wouldn't be able to cover my father-in-law's caregiving expenses. So even though it was hard on me, I kept putting off the divorce.
So you're saying you stopped loving William a long time ago?
Pretty much. It's impossible to keep loving a grown man who doesn't work and spends his days gambling, isn't it? Actually, let me ask you, what did you see in someone like that? Oh, and by the way, I've handed everything over to my lawyer going forward, just so you know.
Huh? Wait, lawyer? What do you mean?
Oh, come on, Valentina. You think you can cheat, steal my husband, and that's the end of it? Of course not.
What do you mean by that?
You owe me something, at the very least compensation.
Compensation? Why me? I was lied to by William too. I'm hurt just as much.
Well, you're the one who failed to see the truth. I even warned you, remember? Honestly, you should be thanking me.
Please, Isabella. You can have William back. Just don't say anything about compensation, please.
Wow, you were so bold before, and now look at you, right back to begging. But it's too late for that. The divorce papers are already filed. And honestly, I have no use for a guy like William anymore. So you're stuck with him now. Take good care of him, okay?
No way! I was supposed to be living in a beautiful house. With the man I love and the kids finally happy? Why is this happening? If I'd known he was that useless, I never would have gotten involved with him.
Wait, but didn't you two find true love? And didn't you say you'd do anything for William?
Well,
Then you'd better take responsibility and look after him properly.
No way! Why should I have to take care of someone like that? This isn't what I signed up for. William was supposed to marry me and make me happy. But the reality is nothing like that. Why am I the one stuck taking care of him?
That's funny. Weren't you two bound by true love? Are you telling me your feelings changed just because your man turned out to be an unemployed gambler? Sounds like this true love of yours wasn't worth much after all.
Why would you say something like that? I'm already hurt enough. Even now you're still being sarcastic. You're seriously mean.
Oh please, hearing that from the woman who stole my husband, that's actually hilarious. Well then, maybe I should share one more surprising little piece of news with you.
What? There's more shocking stuff?
I heard you were planning to quit your job after marrying William, since you thought he was rich.
Well, but now that I know what he's really like, I decided to keep working.
About that. Sorry to say, but you won't be going back to that job.
What? What do you mean? I haven't even submitted a resignation letter yet. Why wouldn't I be allowed back?
Oh, simple. I called your workplace and filed a formal complaint.
What? Why would you do that? Now they'll find out I was having an affair with a client's family member.
That's exactly why I reported it. You work in a field where trust with clients is everything, and doing something that dishonest, that's a major credibility issue. I wasn't about to let your behavior drag the whole company's reputation down. So I let them know what kind of person you are and made sure they handle it properly.
You had no right to do that.
No right? I think most people would have done the exact same thing.
How am I supposed to survive now? If I lose my job, I won't even be able to rent a place.
That does sound tough.
Don't say it like it's none of your business. Help me. Please, Isabella.
Sorry, but your life isn't my concern anymore. Go on, stick it out with your so-called true love.
This isn't the future I wanted. Why is all this happening to me?
Well, in the end, we all live with the consequences of our choices. Anyway, I've got work to do, so excuse me. Enjoy that happily ever after you worked so hard for. A few days later, Valentina and William finally moved into their new place. Not that they had much choice in where to live. Just a rundown apartment with stains on the walls and cold drafts sneaking through the cracks. I heard she just stood there in shock, speechless, the same woman who used to look down on me. I didn't get married just to end up in a dump like this. Apparently, she was already yelling at William on day 1, loud enough for the whole neighborhood to hear. As for William, surprise, surprise, he still had zero intention of working. He would say, once things calm down, I'll look for a job, while spending every day at the slots. Returning home each evening with a sigh, saying, lost again. In the end, it's Valentina who's responsible for paying all the bills. This wasn't how I pictured married life. I was supposed to be a housewife, living in comfort. That's what she's been whining about while working herself to the bone. But waiting for her when she gets home is William glued to the TV, and her father-in-law who still needs full-time care. She comes home late to a messy apartment, no laundry, no cleaning done. Stuck juggling work, chores, and caregiving. She's completely worn out and sighing every single night. She tried venting to people at work, but her reputation had already gotten around. Nobody took her seriously. She burst into tears at work, yelling, "I can't take this anymore." But her boss just said, "Can you not bring your personal drama into the office? This isn't a daycare." Not exactly the response she was hoping for. Since then, she stopped talking to anyone about her problems. Now, she just goes through the motions each day with empty eyes. Honestly, she brought it on herself. Meanwhile, I'm still living in my cozy house, sharing warm meals with my kids. Far from having my happiness stolen, I actually feel like I've gained a peaceful, fulfilling life. And I intend to keep cherishing it every single day.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.